All right, so I'm going to quickly go over the demo reel process. It's pretty straightforward. I'm not going to do every single step because it should be pretty obvious once you see the stuff there. So first thing I do is I make a folder with all the assignments in there. I've just used these placeholders just so that I can see the names of each assignment. So we should have 10 still images from our game environment that we had. We should have a movie from our mech arm. We should have a still from the mech arm. We should have a simple object movie and a weapon movie. And then we have our creature head and our creature poses. Okay? So if you open After Effects, you're able to grab everything you have and just drop it in here. It'll go. There we go. And then I'm going to make a new composition. 960, 540, 30 frames per second. And then I'm going to make this like really long, like a minute. We probably won't need a minute, but it's better to have more than not enough. I'm going to take all the pieces and drag them down. The videos that we did should all be 960 by 540. The stills from the Unreal are probably at a different resolution. And then the stills from the renderings are at a different resolution too. So we'll have to scale everything to fit. But for now, we're just going to ignore it. Also, when After Effects brings in still images, it fits it to the composition size. So each still is a minute long. So I'm going to deselect, I'm going to grab all of my still images, which in this case are all of them. I'm going to go click here and say 300, and then I'm going to use Alt, right bracket, and that chops each one of those so that they only last for 3 seconds. If there's a movie in here, don't cut the movie, leave the movie the same size. Then I'm going to grab each one of these in the order I want them to show. So grab one, shift click the next one. You can go to Animation, Keyframe Assistant, and Sequence Layers. No overlap, and then hit OK. That automatically drops them in the exact order that we selected them, one right after the other. You don't have to do transitions. If you're comfortable with After Effects and you want to do a transition between the stills, that's fine. I won't dock you points if you don't do it. So then you're going to go through and just click and drag and make sure all the stuff fits. When I get down to the end here, that's why I brought the creatures in here, so I can see, okay, I definitely need to scale them. So I'm going to grab this one, I'm going to go to Scale, and I'm just going to scale it down. Now, chances are you may scale it, and it doesn't fit perfectly in there. Okay, so if I set this to 23, you'll see that his feet are in the scene, his head is in the scene, but there's these black bars on the side. That's fine. Leave the black bars. Okay. Same thing with the creature head. When I go to the creature head, I scale it. This one I can actually get pretty close. I think it's 26 I can set it to. So I still see the top of the head. The bottom's cut off a little bit, but I'm fine with where it's cut. And I don't see any black space, so that's cool. Now I'm going to go to the very end of this frame. I'm going to hit N, like Nancy. That cuts my work area. I'm going to trim my comp to the work area, and then I'll send this out to make a movie. Okay, and I'll call it, make sure your last name's on it, make sure the class, and make sure demo reel is on it. If you're in multiple classes, you want to put everything into one demo reel, that's fine. It's the same process. You have a million things or you have 6 things, it's the same process. Bring everything into the comp, make sure it's long enough, make sure it all fits one after the other. You can preview it, obviously just going through each one of those. And there you go. So then I make it into a movie, turn it on the server, and that's it. Okay. Wednesday when we come in, it's just going to be another work day, so we'll have that time to work on this stuff also. Monday when we come in, that's where we're going to look at the demo reels. So everything has to be turned in before end of day on Wednesday of this week. Okay. Questions?